The countdown is on. We are now less than 24 hours away from a historic matchup between our San Diego Padres and the San Francisco Giants in Mexico City. Game time tomorrow is at 3:05 our time, but CBS 8 is already there covering everything you need to know. Our Shannon Handy and Jake Garriani are in Mexico City right now. In fact, they're joining us live from Estadio Alfredo Harp Helú. Jake, Shannon, this isn't just any old game for the Padres. It's a historic matchup, and I know fans are hoping that the altitude there is going to bring a lot of action on the field.
Yeah, it's very historic, Marcella. This is the first time Major League Baseball has held in-season games here in Mexico City. And actually, the Padres were supposed to play here in 2020, but COVID canceled those games. So right now, we have crews here at the stadium getting it ready. They've been here for days. In fact, they're still here. And everything is just beautiful. But let me tell you, this trip, this series, it's not just about these two games, because earlier today, Jake and I had an opportunity to go to a baseball clinic where a lot of the Padres players were teaching kids in Mexico City how to play baseball.
Yeah, it was super special to see our San Diego Padres out there with the community and embrace the culture and all of that. And really today was their first day to not only get out in the community, but to get here to the stadium. They held a workout. Very few players showed up for that workout as they kind of got loose and got ready for tomorrow. And Shannon, I've been thinking about this a lot. The first person that's going to take that mound here at Estadio Alfredo Harp Helú will be San Diego's own Joe Musgrove, and he's going to do it in those City Connect jerseys, the jerseys they made to connect culture to baseball, to connect San Diego to Mexico. And it's going to be a very proud moment for not only Joe Musgrove, but the San Diego Padres. And earlier, when they were out with the kids and the community, we got to catch up with Joe, and here's what he had to say.
Oh man, it means everything. You know, these are always cool events to come to, and it's always that much more fun when you get to be involved in the game and get to pitch a little bit. So, first game south of the border, I think, for the Padres, right? So it'll be exciting to get the ball in that first game.
Yeah, you know, this is fun. You know, this is going to be, you know, obviously a team in our division with the Giants, the one that we want to win. Obviously, want to win every game we play, but being down here with this atmosphere and this environment, it's definitely going to make it extra special.
What do you think the atmosphere is going to be like? It's about half the size of Petco Park, right. but who knows, you know, going on with that crowd, right?
Yeah, I heard it's about 20,000 seats, but I'm sure it'll be packed to the brim, and a lot of excited fans. I know it gets a little rowdy down here. They get loud during games, so I'm really excited for the atmosphere.
I think it's going to be electric. You know, I think, you know, these fans are going to be noisy. They're going to be loud. I think it's going to be a real pro-Padre fan base, which will be great. And we're the home team, so, you know, hopefully we can take advantage of that.
And this city's really excited for, you know, these two great teams to come down here and play. And I think the turnout will be really cool.
Last soundbite here.
And back out here, you are looking at the stadium. The field is covered to protect it, of course, for the next two games of this weekend series. And Jake, you asked Joe about the attendance here. It's half the size of Petco, which is pretty cool because that means people who are in attendance will be very close to these players. But another interesting thing about this stadium and being in Mexico City is the elevation.
Absolutely. And, you know, we talked a lot about how this ball is going to jump out of here, over 7,000 feet. To put that in perspective, the Coors Field in Colorado, 5,280 feet, and the ball flies out of there. So this is 2,000 plus feet above that. And the Padres offense has been struggling, so this is the perfect place to be. We also talked a lot about the atmosphere that could be in the stadium. I promise you there will not be an empty seat. I know it's about half the size of an MLB stadium, but there's a lot to be said for 20,000 people jammed packed in here, ready to party and watch some baseball. Marcella, it is going to be a ton of fun.
Oh, we are so excited that you're giving us all, who had to stay back in San Diego, a front row seat of all the action. Looking forward to more of your coverage.